Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. Today we're going to be working out of Meathead Goldwyn's book, Meathead, and we're going to be making Grand Marnier Glaze that he likes to use on turkey, smoked turkey or ham. We're going to be making a ham later, but this is just the glaze part. So it's pretty simple. It's going to take a little time because we're going to have to reduce it at some point, but we're not going to show you that because there's a lot going on over there because we just are trying to get some quick lunch in while we prepare for dinner. But in this pot, I have some sugar, just plain white sugar. I'm going to add orange juice. He says fresh orange juice. I am not going to be, he doesn't say fresh squeezed orange juice. I don't know, whatever. It's orange juice. It's from a carton or from a jug. It's fine. And now we're going to add the special ingredient, the Grand Marnier. So this is an orange flavored liqueur and it is quite spendy. If you don't have it, if you don't want to spend this much on some glaze, because it is pretty pricey, you can use another orange liqueur. I think that was the right amount. I lost track. Maybe while this is boiling, we'll go make sure. We'll watch the video back and count. Oh, oops. I got honey on my sleeve. Let me go take care of that. So all that to say, you can use triple sec or Cointreau if you have that and don't have Grand Marnier. Anyway, and now we're going to put in our honey that I just got a little bit on my sleeve. A little bit of honey, lots of sugar. And now I'm going to use this again, and I'm going to be adding some marmalade. Now it calls for orange marmalade. I have some homemade clementine marmalade that I made like last year, I think, when I got a lot of really small clementines. It's a little, this one's just been in the refrigerator. I think it was the extra I had. It's just got a little sugar granules in it, but that's good because that's okay because we're going to boil it and all of that will come out. So this is a good application for that. So that's clementine marmalade. Use orange marmalade, whatever you have, I'm sure is fine. And then I'm going to use this one more time for some Dijon mustard. And I'm going to get Dijon mustard all over the place. I actually don't like these squeezy Dijon mustards because it just doesn't squeeze out very well. It doesn't, something about the texture of mustard doesn't go well with these, but it was cheaper to buy it that way than it was to buy it in the glass jar, which is odd. All right, so there we have that, and all we need now are some fresh thyme leaves. I did not measure those, I just estimated, but that'll be fine. And then we need some kosher salt, just a little bit of salt. That's not a lot, but you're generally going to put this on something that you've salted. You're going for mostly sweet. And just a little bit of black pepper. Now I'm going to go wash my hands, clean up, but then we're going to bring this to a simmer for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and show you what we need to do at that point, because there is another step before we're, well, 2 more steps before we're completely done. So I'm going to go, doesn't say what heat, so I'm going to start sort of at medium, I guess, maybe a little bit higher. So I started it at medium-high heat just so it would come up to temperature a little bit faster, and then I simmered it for 10 minutes. Nope, sorry, 5 minutes. And now it's time to strain it. So I've got a strainer set over a cup, and this will strain out all the solids, which will be The thyme leaves will mostly be strained, so hopefully we've got all of the flavor we need from that. And I'm just trying to make sure I get all of the bits out of the pan because I'm going to use that pan again. But it also will strain out the peels that are generally in marmalade. So now this goes back into our pan and we're going to put it back on the stove. He says at a very low boil to reduce it by about 1/3. I should have paid attention to how much it was, but at the end it's supposed to be a generous 2 cups. So I'm going to get this back on a low boil and then we'll be done. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Our glaze simmered for a while. The bubbles kind of take on a different look when I decided it was done. A little bit more sort of staying on top, and a little, when I stirred it up, it got sort of foamy on top, or looked a little foamy. It wasn't actual foam, but anyway, I decided it was done. We're going to see exactly how much there is here. Hopefully about 2 cups. Oh, so good. It's a little more than 2 cups, which I think is exactly what we're supposed to have at the end of this recipe. I did get a few thyme leaves in there, but that's okay. We definitely got out all of the clementine peels, but that is it for this recipe. Let me taste it a little bit. It's very orangey. I can definitely taste the Grand Marnier. Super sweet. Can't wait to see how this is on a ham, which, spoiler alert, that's what we're going to be using it on. So if you've enjoyed watching me make this, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends, and come back and watch us make a ham with this as the glaze.